Hello and greetings. Good morning. My name is Augustine and happy new week. Today is a Monday morning and I guess every of us are excited this morning within the community because today is a very special day in our lives. 6 years ago, we started a journey and today it reminds us that we are now 6 years old. It's been really wonderful. And today I am titling this broadcast, We Are 6 Years Today. And we have many more years to come. This broadcast is going to be quite brief, but I'm actually going to express my heart. I'm going to express myself from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to express how I feel because it's not been an easy road, but so far so good. God's grace has been there to have carried us thus far. Now, I also want to give a shout out to everyone out there that will be watching this broadcast. I want to begin with giving a shout out to the administration of the Crinkle Private Society. He has been wonderful. He has done everything possible to make sure that we as a community succeed. And I also want to give a shout out to him. And I also want to say that he has shown leadership for over 5 years now. I think this is the 6th year. Right from when I knew about the community, I've always known him as a leader, and I give a shout out to him. I won't fail to give a shout out to Brother Innocent from Ivory Coast and also Saeed Rahman, which is from India. And I won't also fail to give a shout out to TBC Champion, who is the Bangladeshi ambassador, and a whole lot of other people there who are of high consequence. I give my regards, my highest regards to all of you. And before I go, I just want to give us some quick updates of what's going on in the community. And it's going to be as brief as possible. And then following that, I call this meeting to a close. I want you to understand that TBC is getting more organized, TBC is getting stronger, TBC is getting more coordinated. And if you look at the present system, the system is falling apart. And it's falling apart so rapidly that no one, including the presidents of different states, United States, and what have you, are confused. They don't know how to hold it back together any longer. And if I am expressing my mind, I'm expressing it from the depth of my heart. So many people are wanting to be right, they don't want to be rich. And in this community, we are not spreading responsibilities, we are spreading opportunities. Yes, opportunities will also come along with responsibilities. We are not enforcing anything on anyone. We are making sure that on your own free will, you take part in the opportunities that the community is giving out. And as many that will take part in raising or building the community, the system will reward them to either become TBC billionaires or TBC millionaires. On this note, let me share my screen and then say one or two things, and then that will be all for today. All right, I think screen now is being shared. Now, let me first of all begin with this. Now, looking at this, you will discover that for some time now, we have been consolidating. If you look at K-Love, you'll find out that for some time now, we've been consolidating. When we hit a high chart or a high point, we come back down. We have been consolidating for a very good while. And I want you to understand that these consolidations are actually market resistance. The value of our coin wants to go up, but we can't go up because of some forces that we may not be aware of, trying to stop us from moving up. Of course, these are just normal market forces. But I want you to understand something, and this should be very clear, that there is every tendency that between now and the end of this month or beginning of next month, we are likely going to hit at least nothing less than $25-30. We're going to hit that all-time high and then we will drop. But we are not going to drop to our latest all-time low. Now, I think our all-time low now it's about between 11 and $12. I want you to understand that the moment this thing should break out of this resistance and it starts moving and making an all-time high, it's going to be so wonderful. And once it hits an all-time high, it's not going to go drop. It's not going to drop lower than where it was before. The idea of K-Love is to promote our community so that people will understand our essence, our true value. Our true value are the number of living men and women who join us in agreements. Please understand that TBC is just a medium of expressing our true value. Our true value is not actually in our coin. Our true value are on the people who agree to join us. And our true value is seen through the coin as the expression of our unity and our love to save humanity from what it is actually undergoing, which is the collapse of the present system. I want you to understand that two things are presently going on now. The kingdoms of the elites are working to enslave humanity. They are working to set up central banks, digital currencies. They are working to make sure that they move the system into a purely digital economy where they see all your activities and they can control you. If humanity allows that to happen, then humanity is doomed for a life of misery. On the other side, which is the Gringo Private Society, of course, that is the only one I see that has the plan towards accommodate the whole of humanity. I was listening to a broadcast by the other media, not the TBC media, but a conventional radio media. And the person happened to be a Forex guy. And the guy said that they are building their system and their system does not care if the economy is collapsing or not. These are his words. He said, I don't care if the economy is collapsing or not. What I care is that I am making profit, irrespective of whether the community, whether the present financial system are losing its value or not. I take advantage of the good side, I take advantage of the bad side to stay on top. From my point of view, that's a selfish orientation. From my point of view, that's a very negative orientation. We do not want some people, just a minority few, to be the ones to excel and then the majority are suffering. That's actually not a godly point of view. In the Kringle community, we are accommodating all, but we are accommodating all and all will merit it based on how much effort they have put in to build the community to where it is supposed to be. And one of our expressions is through K-Love. K-Love has a whole lot to offer. And I am craving your indulgence. I am calling on you to make sure that you take advantage of K-Love because K-Love will be very different from other coins you see. K-Love will continue to gain its value simply because the community is ever expanding and people will take part in this. Either people that are not in the community or people that are in the community will at one point or the other take advantage of it to make some profits. So these are one of the wonderful offers that we are giving you. We are also bringing up a whole lot of offers that are coming in the community. And those offers will be completely irresistible to take advantage of. We want to repair the world. We want to make the world a better place. We want to make sure that there is balance. We want to make sure that there is equity. We want to make sure that everybody is able to express their mind and is able to achieve their own God-given purpose. That is why TBC has been there. We've been passing on this message for about 5 years, and this is the 6th year. And we are still saying the same thing. We have not changed our objective. We have not changed our plans. But we are calling upon you. If you are there and you want to take part in this opportunity, join us. Because when you join us and we put our hands together, we can make this world a better place. I have said enough on this. Now let's move over to the next thing. We are 6 years today. I am super excited because it's not easy. If you are in the TBC community and you are having an active account and you are there for 6 years, then I think you are doing well because you have a heart. You want to save the world. You want to save the world even though you are just one individual. There are powers in numbers, and as we come together, we can make it happen. Now, there are so many updates that are on the blog. Do well to explore these updates. And then finally, before I go, let's move into two more things. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the present contest that is going on. Let's look at it. And then finally, we look at the core team. See how well the core team are doing. The core team members are supposed to be 11,111. Please, those who will take part in being the those who will be in the core team are going to be the people that will determine how successful the Kringle Private Society will be. And the system will not accommodate any form of dilly-dallying. The system will not accommodate any form of authority over the system. You don't own the system doesn't own you either. But you guys will agree. You take advantage of the tools that the system will provide to lift yourself out of the morass of poverty. And if you look into this contest, you see that so many people are taking advantage of that opportunity. Some, this is Bangladesh, this is India, and then this is United Arab Emirates, this is another Bangladesh, then Ivory Coast, and what have you. People are taking advantage of these opportunities. Look at it. You will see that so many people are doing everything possible to make sure that they come out. And I want you to understand that this is not rocket science. This is common sense. These people are building their skill. It's called billionaire skills because this is a billionaire contest. Everybody here are building their billionaire skills. It will vary from one country to another. Some countries will have the willingness to accept it readily, while some are not. However, at some point, every community, which are countries, will kick off. And when they kick off, we will quickly fill out the billionaire level, and then we move over to some other level, which are going to be merchant level and what have you. Do not sit back and think that this is a joke. If these guys could do it, you and I can also do it, okay? Finally, let's go into the core team. That'll be the last we'll talk about, and that'll be all for today. All right, so let's move into the core team so that I can save my time. All right, it's taking some time to load, but give it a while. And I want to also use this opportunity to speak to those who are listening to me and maybe are having an inactive account. The opportunity to join the community and be on top is now. I want you to understand that there is nothing on earth that will come on a platter of gold. If you are thinking of becoming a billionaire without making any effort, that's actually wrong. Nothing on earth comes without paying the price. When you plant a tree, it takes some time for the tree to germinate. You must water that tree. You must put some fertilizers on the tree. You must prune the tree. You must do things. You must make sure that you do what you need to do so that that tree can also give you what it is supposed to give you. It is based on the principle of abundance. It is based on the natural law that we are working on. So, on that note, it hasn't finished loading as I expected it to be. I want to show you how many people that are on the core team. After we've seen how many people are on the core team, I have said this before, that between now and the end of this month, we are going to get to about 9,000. And then from next month, we are looking at having about 10,000 or 10,500. So next month is going to be the beginning of the second quarter of the year, which is the month of April. So let's say by the month of May, we would have filled out the core team. And then we'll start filling out the backup team. The backup team will fill much faster. The backup team will only take the month of maybe May, June. By the month of June, July, we'll have filled out the backup team. Hear what I am saying, because I mean everything that I am saying. By the time we have filled out the backup team by July, then from the month of August to the end of this year, I can tell you that the speed at which the community will grow will be outstanding. You can take part in the community now. You can make your profits now. You can gain now from the system. You don't have to wait until you get that K love. You don't have to wait until you get that K love, even though we are working to make sure that it gets to $100 by the end of the year. You don't have to wait until you become active. Now, if you come to this place, this was what the administration has said. It is 11,111. We already have about 8,000 plus, and this is the worth of it at 100K love. And if you look down here, this is the countdown. Some people still don't get this. Some people still think the administration is joking. Now, let me make this thing very clear, okay? The people who meet the criteria is simple. Those who are able to keep consistent payments throughout this year are going to be given an equal allocation. You should understand what allocation is. There are going to be principles that are going to govern how you will spend your K-Love. It has been said before, but I am re-emphasizing on it. That's why you need a K-Love debit card. We have also created room, 10%, for those who are in the market. Those who are in the market that will notice our coin when we enter into the coin market cap will help the price go up, because of course everyone wants to make an investment. So when they put some certain amount, it also helps in pushing the price of our coin up. And as long as that happens, the value of our coin remains up. Even though they choose to withdraw it, they are not the whales. The whales are going to be confined within the Kringle Private Society. So 296 days to go. Those of us who have the opportunity, take advantage of it now. All right, now I think this is the core team, and it's not loading very well. I just wanted to see how many people that are on the core team. But the last time I checked, it's about 8,350 or so. The network is actually not making it very clear, and I don't know about why it's doing that. But I finished. So I want you to understand that TBC is 6 years today, and I am excited, super excited that we are 6 years. And I want you to know that we have much more to achieve this year. I want you to understand that we are also going to go into partnership with other organizations, organizations that mean well with us. These organizations are not any kind of organizations. Just like we went into partnership with Kismet Solutions, there are other organizations that the administration will also go into partnership with. This information has not yet been divulged to us, but trust me, he is doing his homework to make sure that he makes the Kringle Private Society very, very wonderful. And then it also creates room for us to interact with one another in love and in respect. Um, since the core team page is not showing, then I don't know what else to do. I think I may just have to let it go. On your own, you could check it out. Let me just load it one more time. If it goes through this time, very good. But if it doesn't, then I think we could check it up on our own. Now, one more last thing, farm war. Everybody has been so optimistic about farm war, and farm war intended to launch some time ago, but due to one or two bugs, it could not launch. And due to that, panic selling came in. So many people sold off their coins, and today the price has really dropped. Now they have learned their lesson. This is the same thing that happened during the early days of the Kringle Society when the administration made promises and it didn't work as planned. So many people held it against him, and even till now, some people are holding it against him. I want you to understand that this is a new era and a whole lot of things are unknown. So those people who are the programmers of FAMO has learned their lessons. So before they would come out this time, they will make sure that they've done their homework. And I can assure you that the next time you hear an announcement from FAMO, it means that they are ready and the game is up and running. We believe that the game should be running this month, this particular month, hopefully this week. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see whether that's very good. So it has actually come up. Now, the number of people that are on the core team are 8,318. Are you part of them? I don't know. The point is, there are different people from across the world who are standing up to make a difference. I don't know if you choose to be, but I have chosen to stand out to make a difference. And if we can agree, we pay the price. and together we'll make this world heaven on earth. All right, on that note, I'll bring this meeting to an end. Thank you very much. If you have listened to this point, till I come your way again some other time. Cheers and God bless you. Bye for now.